So the SIPSA and the SMART goal template were our best friends when it came to setting our priorities for our program and writing those SMART goals for student outcomes. And the next step is we got to have the time to do it, to get the work done. And your best friend on this piece is the use of time calculator. This is where you get to really measurably demonstrate the way you've been spending your time. And Aska has a wonderful template for this, and it's going to give you a real clear percentage for what you have in your direct and indirect student services, which together those two are going to add up to 80%, hopefully, and then 20% in program defining, managing, and assessing, and maybe a little bit of non-school counseling tasks. So let me just show you a sample of what that might look like. In 15-minute increments, you'll rate the activity that you did. In the sample, they had a parent conference, and they saw that as indirect student services. Again, no shade on indirect student services. That's part of the 80%. But because we're working with a parent instead of the student, that's indirect. And all you do is put an X right there in the box. No other codes. Don't change anything because you don't want to mess up the formulas here. If you did more than one thing during that 15-minute block, just round to the activity that you did the most of, so it comes out pretty accurate. At 7:30, this person started collecting data, which is really more about defining, managing, or assessing. And so during that data collection, that they spent, a good hour and 15 minutes. Which, if you think about it, in a 6-hour day, if you're doing 20%, that's an hour and 15 minutes or so every day, or 6 hours a week. So no problem. That's what we're wanting to do more of. So we're doing the right work in our delivery. They did some tier 1 career lessons with the 5th graders. So that's instruction, definitely direct student services. Put the X's right there from 10 to 10:30. They did appraisal and advisement. Setting goals with students. And then they had some lunch duty, which you could say that's non-school counseling, but because it's a fair share, let's assume all the teachers are doing their fair share of lunch duty. So they counted it as that hour of fair share responsibilities. And that's also considered part of the 20%. And then they're back to their career lessons for another hour and 15 minutes. And you get the point. But over the course of the day, the Excel sheet will automatically calculate the percentages. And what's neat about this is there's sections for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you can get an entire week. And then at the end, you'll get lovely charts, which you can't see right now because we haven't filled in the data, but it'll show you exactly the percentages in pie charts for each of those sections. And that will help you clearly demonstrate to your admin what you did last year and also track what you're doing this year. Hope that serves.